And next year, the whole damn thing.
All right, well, it is 6:30. Give me a second here to get this going. Maybe. Okay, we're live. So I will call the October 7th meeting to order. Join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, welcome everyone. We'll start with the roll call. Councilmember Matz. Here. Councilmember Thomas. Here. Councilmember Meyer. Here. Councilmember Lippin.
Here.
And Councilmember Ling.
Here.
All council members are present. Jessica Stanky is on vacation this week, I believe. So, approval agenda. Any additions or corrections to the agenda? Not. Motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve the agenda. I'll second.
Motion by Councilmember Matt, second by Councilmember Thomas to approve the agenda. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Item 4, citizens addressing the council. Anyone tonight like to address the council? Okay. Move on. To the consent agenda. Tonight's consent agenda consists of item A, approval of the bills, approval of the August 19th, 2024 City Council workshop meeting minutes. Item C, September 3rd, 2024 City Council workshop meeting minutes. Item D, September 3rd, 2024 City Council meeting minutes. Item E, approve a gambling permit for the Arlington Chamber of Commerce for bingo excuse me, on December 6th for Harley Dazzle. Item F, approval of heat share with Salvation Army. Item G, approval to hire Ashby Saeed for casual EMT position pending successful background check. And item H, approve request for room donation at the event center for volunteers and radio crew during the Harley Dazzle on February 6th and Sunday, February 7th. Do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda. I'll second.
Motion by Councilmember Thomas, second by Councilmember Meyer to approve the consent agenda. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. All right, item 6, 2024 street utility project update. Welcome.
Newsletter, thank you, everybody. So, yeah, I've passed out the latest and greatest project update for 2024 project. All in all, things are moving along really well on the project. We did come across some contaminated soils at Chandler Street near the highway that we were working through. So I don't know if you've heard that, but we're working with Braun Intertech is our testing company for that. So there was an old gas station within that area. As they were digging, they were smelling petroleum, and once we noticed that, that's when we called professionals to come in, and they are testing the material, and we are having to remove some of that material from the site due to the levels of petroleum that's within it, and we'll be doing some landfill depositing of that material. We are chronicling all of the dirt that's being removed, all of the costs for that, and we will be applying for grants through the Petro Fund for reimbursement on this. So as we go on, digging underground within communities, sometimes we come across things that were unforeseen, and so that is one thing that's we're being addressed. And so working with the contractor on that, and the testing company, and getting all the proper paperwork through our funding agents to submit that for Petro Fund reimbursement. So that's the one nuance that we found in this project thus far. So right now, majority of the underground work is completed for this season. They're going to kind of hold off on that and then start to redo everything that's been dug up. So the phase one and then that phase 2 on Chandler from the highway, to 7th, is going to be, redone, with this project, or with this phase. So if you go to the project update figures, figure 1 and figure 2, figure 2 is probably the easiest. Those are the current phases. Phase 1 was Alden and 7th, and then phase 2 was Chandler and that northern block of 7 north of Brooks. So those are the areas that we're now done with underground construction, essentially, other than some drain tile work within the Chandler and that 7th Avenue area. Anticipate concrete work, concrete curb and gutter and driveways work to start on phase 1 next week, is what they've indicated. So the 10th, the week of the 10th, they will be in doing that work in hopes to stay in town and move right to the phase 2 and following that up. So probably within the next 2 weeks, we'll see the concrete work completed out there, and then following the pavement was looking at the last week in October or the first week in November, depending on crew scheduling. So with that, they'll follow with some topsoil and seeding for the year, and that'll essentially button things up here for the 24 season. Looking forward to next year, I did ask the contractor. We do have a completion date. I believe it is September, to September of 2025. So they do intend on getting in right away next year, is what they've told me. We'll hold a meeting, basically a second pre-construction meeting with them when they know their schedule. Again, update everybody through the newsletters and all the other forms of notification of when things will get started again. So their goals would be to come in and hit it hard early next spring, in hopes to be done relatively quickly within that construction season. But again, they do have until September. We do have the normal protocol in there, in and around the fairgrounds, some of those restrictions, so they would have to work around those if they get to that point where they're still working out there, up until September. So otherwise, that's kind of the updates. And you do have a pay estimate following my report for the work they've done here over the past month. So any questions that you guys have?
Updates on the phone. Sure.
Yes, if there's any other, any input that you hear from anybody about any kind of communications or anything that we could be made aware of and make things better, certainly let us know. We try and communicate the best forms that we know that works for the community here. So I think we're doing an okay job. But again, I'm open for any comments anybody ever had or came across. So.
Thoughts, questions, anything else?
All right. Yeah, you're welcome.
Then we will move on. We need the pay request number 3, the amount of $604,749.07. Need a motion to approve that.
I'll make a motion to approve the contract adjustment, $604,749.
Okay, motion by Councilmember Ling, second by Councilmember Lifton to approve the contractor's pay request of $604,749.07. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
See you next month. All right. So number 8, we need to set a date to canvass the results of the election. And we've been given the 8th, Tuesday the 12th, Wednesday the 13th, Thursday the 14th, or Friday the 15th. Thoughts? What does everybody think?
Probably must be 8. That's people traveling for years.
Yeah. Yeah. 12th work right after.
Doesn't for me. Yeah, I'll be on it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm taking off the whole week. What day is the 15th?
15th is a Friday.
I can make that work.
Okay. I mean, it takes all of a few seconds. Basically, we see the results of the election and we say, yes, this is all legit, and turn it in. It'll be like 5 minutes maybe at the most.
And it's not really worth me coming home Friday.
Yeah, that's
That's the thing.
I mean, how many people do you need here?
A quorum or?
Quorum would be 3. So,
I mean, who can make it?
Again, I can.
I do. Okay, so there you
you wanna do the 12th then?
Sure.
Yep.
Okay,
November 12th?
November 12th. We'll set the meeting for November 12th.
What time?
You just do 5:30?
Sure.
Or you're
That might
going
be a little early for me.
6:30?
6:30.
Okay.
Yeah,
6?
it should be on the office back by then for here. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or would 6 work?
6.
That way Jessica's not sitting here forever.
Yep.
Okay. All right. On to item 9, street and lighting options. The request was in the packet. With a couple options. Check the fixtures. So the proposed is from Resco 50-foot fixtures to accommodate both streets and corner lighting, 266.66 per unit. Arms and poles to simplify ordering, storage, and delivery. And it goes to the street project. Covered, okay.
So the Belmont is a cheaper price, right? They're both supposed to be the same. This was what we talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're both supposed to be the same poles. You got quotes from Roscoe and then Belmont.
Right.
And Belmont is the better pricing of the two.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're the same.
They're the same.
So we should probably go with Belmont.
Yeah.
That's what you want. Okay. I was just reading the proposed solution there. I don't know why this.
See, if you look at it, it says both Roscoe and Belmont provided price quotes.
That's for the poles and the arms.
Yeah.
The fixtures are the ones that,
Fixtures themselves, let's see.
I think that's the ones that is the 266 per unit from Roscoe.
Yeah, that's for the fixtures.
That's just the fixture.
By ordering, oh, okay.
Okay.
Proposed solution, they're saying to go with the
Go with that.
Roscoe.
Roscoe on the fixtures. And the arms to simplify ordering and storage. So it all comes together as one unit.
Well, it's because they want to order it, but then they're going to store it how they're going to put them in.
Right.
So I think the Roscoe must be saying they're going to store it. He didn't have that full information on that.
So yeah, that seems to be the. I guess thoughts you guys discussed it. I'm just going by what the proposal is from Jessica.
If I remember right, Roscoe would be delivered on time and they weren't sure about
The Beaumont?
yeah.
Okay.
Because they're not going to install them until after substantial completion.
Right.
So it's going to be, the bigger thing was about storing them. If we ordered them, they wouldn't deliver them until we wanted.
So we're ready?
Yeah.
So it's kind of, they're working with us a little bit
Yeah,
more than
yeah.
the other one would.
Yeah.
So probably better options. They're gonna work with you.
Yeah, because that was the big thing, otherwise, if they were delivered and then McLeod had stored, they were probably gonna charge us.
Mm-hmm.
So it would save anything.
Right.
Right.
You said Belmont, there was no guarantee you'd get them
Right.
in time.
If I remember right, but that's what Kevin said.
Okay. Thoughts, questions? Is that what we wanna go with then? Go with the Roscoe?
I'll make a motion to go with the Roscoe 12-arm pole and the 50-watt fixtures.
Okay.
I'll second.
Motion by Councilmember Meyer, second by Councilmember Thomas to go with the Roscoe 12-foot arm and pole and 50-watt fixtures. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed.
You need the 6-foot one, so too, though, right?
Say again?
You need the 6-foot one too,
Yeah, it's
right?
a combination.
It's a combination,
Yeah.
it all goes together. Okay. On to emergency alert system, quote, and Glenn, since you started this, you wanna give an update? You come up here. Put you on the spot like everybody else.
Good evening.
Maybe.
So what's happening with our current public alert system is that it will be phasing out, going end of life at the end of the year. So that has kind of forced us to look into a few other options. The company that we have was currently bought out by another company. They really want to get us onboarded, but I'm not in favor of them because their dashboard that they have, when I put out the alerts, has a lot of stuff on it that we don't need. Because they're trying to get us, you know, to go with them for like billing and all of the other stuff, which we don't need that, to be switched over either. So I've done about 4 different companies. I actually sat down and did, webinars and stuff with these different companies. Came with the 2 that I thought were the best options, best price point as well, and the other 2 options were not what I was, it's a lot harder to use, and the price point was $7,000 to $10,000. That's not something that I figured you guys would want anyway. So the 2 that I had given you, I do have one that's one over the other. There is a price break if we were to sign on for 3 years, but we do not have to sign a 3-year contract with them. We can do it by year, just pay by year that way. So,
And that's the code red.
correct.
Okay.
And I've checked with other companies, or with cities.
What is the price if you don't sign up for 3 years?
10% more.
Yeah,
Yeah, 10% more, so 1,400 per year. Is that for 3 years?
I think it's like 1,500,
1,400 if you do 3 years, and if you, otherwise it's $100 a year.
Yeah.
But the other company that, the G Works was
You have 3,060
for a year,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and that's the one that has all the extra stuff that we don't need. But they were not able to, because I wanted a geo-target, because when I send out, you know, like snow alerts and that type of thing, I want to be able to pinpoint where things need to be sent to. And they were not able to accommodate that as well.
I'm all in favor of the Code Red company, but I'm not so sure about signing up for 3 years.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Okay, say, what if you absolutely hate them?
Well, that's what I was gonna
Right.
mean, or what if something better comes along?
Yep, we don't, there is no, you don't have to, there's no requirement. It's just that if we were to go that direction,
Yeah.
we just, yeah, you get a little bit of a price break.
$300 over 3 years.
Okay. Questions, comments, thoughts?
Yeah, you gotta make a motion.
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we, take the Code Red company for the emergency alert system for 1 year.
I'll second that.
Okay. Motion by Councilmember Meyer, second by Councilmember Thomas to go with the Code Red system, for 1 year. favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Okay. Item 11, the annual trick or treat on Main Street. Chamber is requesting to block off the area from Main Street from Highway 5 to the median right before the railroad tracks, starting at 5:30.
4:30, right?
4:30.
4:30, yep, 4:30, my mistake, 4:30.
Need a motion.
Just need a motion, looks like, yep. Also asking for picnic tables, to the bank parking lot like last year, so, yep. Just really need a motion for it.
Make a motion to approve the street blocking and the picnic table use for trick or treat on Main.
Okay. For a second.
Second.
All right, motion by Councilmember Blitzen, second by Councilmember Matz to approve the, street being blocked off and, picnic tables for the chamber for Halloween. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. All right, resolutions. Let's start with this one. This is resolution 48-2024. This is a resolution accepting a donation of, looks like $1,270.60 from the Arlington Chamber of Commerce to be used for the purchase of new barricades.
I'll introduce resolution 48-2024, resolution for $1,270.60 for the area Chamber of Commerce to be used to purchase new barricades.
I'll second it.
All right, this is resolution 48-2024, introduced by Councilmember Meyer, or Thomas, second by Councilmember Meyer. This is a resolution accepting a donation of $1,270.60 from the Arlington Chamber of Commerce to be used to purchase new barricades. Vote by roll call. Councilmember Ling.
Yes.
Councilmember Wilson.
Yes.
Matz.
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas.
Yes.
And Councilmember Meyer.
Yes.
5 in favor, none against. The resolution passes. All right. This is resolution 49-2024. This is a resolution accepting a donation of, looks like a couple of donations, $250 from Northland Drying and $250 from VFW Post 6031, and that was for the 2024 Arlington Night Out. So I'd like to introduce the resolution.
I'll introduce resolution 49-2024, accepting the donations for the 2024 Arlington Night Out from Northland Drying and the VFW Post.
I'll second that.
Okay. This is resolution 49-2024, introduced by Councilmember Blitzen, second by Councilmember Ling, is a resolution accepting a donation of $250 from Northland Drawing and $250 from VFW Post 6031, to be used for the 2024 Arlington Night Out. Vote by roll call again. Councilmember Matz.
Yes.
Councilmember Ling.
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas.
Yes.
Councilmember Blitzen.
Yes.
And Councilmember Meyer.
Yes.
5 in favor, none against. The resolution passes. Okay. Resolution 50-2024. This is a resolution appointing election judges for the 2024 election. And to the list on the second page. Okay.
I'll make a motion for resolution 50-2024, and the judges for the 2024 election.
Okay. All right, resolution 50-2024, introduced by Councilmember Thomas, second by Councilmember Lippman. This is the resolution appointing election judges for the 2024 elections. Vote by roll call again. Councilmember Meyer.
Yes.
Councilmember Lippman.
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas.
Yes.
Councilmember Matz.
Yes.
And Councilmember Ling.
Yes.
5 in favor, none against. The resolution passes. All right. Resolution 51-2024, is the resolution approving a variance to request side yard setbacks requirements in an R2-1 1 and 2 family residential district at 306 East Dayton Street. I'm assuming this was approved by planning and zoning already?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to, accept resolution 51-2024, approving the variance.
I'll second.
All right, resolution 51-2024, introduced by Councilmember Meyer, second by Councilmember Blitzman, is a resolution approving a variance, to required setbacks, requirements in R2 one and two family residential district at 306 East Dayton Street. Vote by roll call again. Councilmember Matz?
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas?
Yes.
Councilmember Meyer?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
And Councilmember Ling?
Yes.
5 in favor, none against. The resolution passes. And then resolution 52-2024. So the resolution approving a variance to required side yard setbacks requirements in the R2 1 2 family home residence district at 309 4th Avenue Northwest.
I'll introduce the resolution number 52-2024, a resolution approving the variance to required side yard setback requirements for the R2 1 and 2 family residential district at 309 4th Avenue Northwest. I'll second that.
All right, resolution 52-2024, introduced by Councilmember Matz, second by Councilmember Thomas. Again, this is a resolution approving a variance to required side yard setbacks requirements in an R2 1 and 2 family residential district at 309 4th Avenue Northwest. Councilmember Ling?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitson?
Yes.
Councilmember Meyer?
Yes.
Councilmember Thomas?
Yes.
And Councilmember Matz?
Yes.
5 in favor, none against. The resolution passes. All right. We'll move on to old business, tree trimming. That's in the inner packet.
Yeah, we discussed this as well at, utilities.
Okay.
And, yeah, I see the recommendation as we always go with cars, who's giving us a fixed price versus,
Okay.
two-story price, so. I, you know, the discussion.
Questions on the,
Otherwise, I'd make a motion to approve, car tree service at $13,000.
I'll second it.
all right, motion by Councilmember Thomas, second by Councilmember Meyer to go with, cars tree service, for the tree trimming around the power lines.
Yep. All around.
All around power lines. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. All right. On to the feasibility study, USDA grant loan program. That's what she's looking for at this point. She just wants some direction as to how she'd like to move forward. She can start the pre-application process and work from there.
Well, right, it looks like, this is to get the USDA
Yeah.
loan for a small city,
Yep,
and it looks like we qualify.
yep. We would qualify.
What-
Go forward with it?
I mean, what is the benefit of this loan? What says low interest, but do we know what that is? Or is she gonna find that out during the filing process?
She'll probably find that out in the file. I read it once, I gotta read it again, cause I read it while I was working.
On the back page, yeah.
We're very back to this.
Yeah,
It's for fire and emergency services.
yes, it is. Yeah, this is part of the,
She said the window closes 15th of October. my only question would be, if we started the process, it doesn't mean we have to go through a study, does it?
No.
Yeah, just that she added that in
I
there.
mean, then she could get started on it.
There's something to get started on.
Yeah. Said this would be something to keep in mind for the future. This specific program would provide a low interest long-term loan.
Yeah.
So it's not set on anything, but it's just.
We're not set
I
on
mean, it would
anything,
be,
but part of this,
it'd be interesting to find out what we could get it for, and then
Right.
decide whether we're interested.
yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to see that.
So we need a motion, right, to have her move forward.
Yeah, we can
Right,
do that
on
on this to get started with it, see where we're at. Like I said, it's just a small step in one of many steps that this is, 5-10 years down the road, if what we're gonna need. No, not right now, no, it
No,
won't.
if she applies for it, if we get it, then we have to decide what we're gonna do.
Yeah, then we decide what we're gonna do.
Well, then I'll make a motion to give Jessica permission to apply for this USDA grant.
Okay.
I'll second.
All right, motion by Councilor Matt, second by Councilor Delaney to, have Jessica start, with this program. Feasibility USDA grant loan program. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Okay. Reports, August People Services report was in writing. Any questions? Police report, any questions there? Look like you guys were busy. New car's working good?
Yeah.
Second one's coming soon, hopefully. Okay.
That's 3 weeks.
Okay, and then the September report was in there as well. Public summary from the MMPA, that was in writing as well. And then the statement of funds and budgets and our investments. Okay, any questions on that, you'll direct them to Jessica.
Okay.
For miscellaneous business, this week is National 4-H Week, and for me, it's kind of an important week. I've been we've got a really good 4-H in Sibley County, probably one of the best in the state. So we got a good program. We got one club for sure in Arlington, maybe two if we can ever find members in Arlington Conquerors and Highland Clovers. But as far as just to recognize that this is National 4-H Week, and 4-H, we got a good group of 4-H's in this community and good clubs. So. And it's Fire Prevention Week. Yeah, we did the proclamation last month for that. Yes. All right. So just some dates then. August 14th or October 14th, next Monday, we'll work on the budget some more. And then November 4th is the next councilman meeting, and then the 7th we have EDA and the planning and zoning, and then 8th will be the canvassing of the votes. Okay. All right. Any other questions or discussion? All right. I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Okay. A second.
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Thomas, second by Councilmember Lippin to adjourn the meeting. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting is adjourned at 7:04. Just a second to shut down the live stream. If I can find it.
Yeah, November 12th.
November 12th?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that.
Are you staying?
All right. Live stream is now finished, so.
He didn't have a clue who was driving.
Curtis gets daily updates. You should talk to him. How we get.
Yell it up.
Laid on your horse.
Or I like the guy.
Or you get them daily updates.
I get them, not daily, but I get them on a text.
So it's the same thing. Is that what you're getting?